Stage. I am Demarine 2. I will be deferring most of the analysis and conversation to the two gentlemen in the booth with me this fine evening. On my left is Baka Shinobi, and on my right is Dusty Griff. Gentlemen, let's get to it.
Sounds good to me. We have some very fun and exciting things to show off. We're changing things up a bit this year for the Highway to the Threemus Zone. We've decided to change up how we're doing qualifiers to get into the round of 32, and Dusty Griff is going to be helping me go and explain all the fun stuff we're doing. How are you feeling about this, Dusty?
Very good. Gone are the days of the 130 people qualifier races or whatever it was back of the Threemus Zone 1, and we get straight up groups from the beginning here, which is super exciting because we're just going to have a ton of exciting matches right from the beginning. So super excited about this.
Indeed, and that's definitely a big change. We used to have only a handful of qualifier races, and then that's the start of the Threemus Zone. Now we're deciding to cut back a bit on the big scrum and have a few more intimate races. So if I think we're ready to go and start talking about that in a bit more detail, as this is still a very exciting time.
Yeah, I think you'll see a little flow chart on our screen here now, which is in our rules document and more or less outlines what the next couple months for Threemus Zone contenders are going to be like, at least for those who make it through several rounds. So for tonight, we're here to announce who is in what groups for the initial group round. So you'll see that on the left side over here. So that is going to span across 3 weeks, and that's going to be 3 games for each person in the group, and it's 1v1 games. So 4-person groups, and the person who goes 3-0 in each group will move on to this table stage. The person who goes 2-0, or those who goes 2-0, will move to the magma pool, and those who have 1 win or no wins will go to the hook pool. Now, Baka, how do those pools work?
Well, glad you asked. The people who are in the magma pools have more chances to get into, have stronger chances, where it's the top 3 moving on from the magma play-in, and then there's a second magma play-in. So magma pool will get turned into just Swiss rounds as you go through, and you'll go through 3 rounds of Swiss, depending on your records. The 3-win players will go into 1 play-in. The top 3 of that race will go and advance to the table stage. There'll be a second play-in, and anyone who is in the first play-in but didn't already qualify is in that. And in addition, the magma pool players with 2 wins get in. So that's a bit of fierce competition there.
Yeah, lots of chances here, which is one of the nice things about this setup. More or less, is you get your matches at the gate. If you lose a couple, it's not the end of the world. There's extra chances to try and get in, and if you're able to do better in the pool play-in or other rounds, you can try and get in, and you still have several chances there to get in, and in both the magma pool and hook pool, which is kind of nice.
Yep, hook pool. It is the hook pool is a bit more mean and stringent, as is more players, because it's going to be the 0-1 wins, and it is only the race winner of each of those play-ins who gets moved up to the table stage. Yeah, so it's going to be the hook path is going to live up to its name. It's going to be a hard and grueling fight, but you are not out. If you have a bad group stage, you can still get into this in Swiss rounds in the hook pool.
Yeah, absolutely. So after that hook pool, as you said, then we'll be left with approximately 32 racers. The number may change a bit. And then we have 6 1v1 games for those racers. The top 16 from there will move into a top 16 bracket. The top 4 will go into table stage draft quadrants and form a single elim bracket, which is best of 3. From there, we'll move to a top 8, which is another best of 3. Top 4, another best of 3, and then a finals with our last remaining 2 racers and a best of 5. So there's going to be a whole lot of free enterprise to watch over the next few months, and I don't think anyone's unhappy about that. So
no, I think we're going to be really excited, because there's going to be a lot of exciting matches that will be restreamed for the group stages and the different pool stages, and then they're just going to keep getting more excited with the table and the bracket stages.
Yep, absolutely.
with that, I think we're ready to start seeing how these groups are panning out, rather than lingering too long on all this anticipation.
I think so.
And here we have our first group, the Alexander Group, with Korek, Lumeria Knight, Prof. Corey, and Swimmy Leone.
The second group we have up here is the Anima Group with Yai Klotfer, Y2 Sky, Aizen Tayama, and Moo Mooney, sorry.
Third, we have the Bahamut Group with Zilt 6, Aegis, Zomermillion, and Indoor Wa.
And last on this page, we have the Cactar Group with Big Dunka, Actual JP, Dr. Cossack, and D. Shmoo.
Not a bad set of groups so far. Any matches that stand out to you that catch your eye that you're going to be looking forward to? I imagine Korek and Swimmy Leone are going to be an interesting pairing.
Lots of interesting racers in this one. As you mentioned, love to see Swimmy back in the fray in a tournament. Swimmy, veteran player of the game, knows a whole lot about it. Korek, also really great. There's a lot of big players on this page here. Aizen Tayama has done work in several tournaments already, and it's no slouch at all. So Zilch been doing an incredible job. If you've been watching his low-level strats and other things he's been doing with the group stage flag set, and a lot of really good racers here. Aegis has also done work in tournaments before. Big Dunka, not his first time around, and Dr. Cossack, not his first time around either. So lots of interest here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of time to see how all these runners are, as this might be some people's first tournaments, but it's always someone's first tournament sometime, and some people can make a really big splash with them.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really important thing to know. Even if we don't mention every single person here, it's not because they're not going to do great. It's just there's a lot of history with some players here, but that means that a lot of players are going to come into this tournament and make their own history moving forward in terms of breaking ground and making a name for themselves, which is going to be pretty huge.
Oh yeah, that's always exciting to see.
All right, and I think we're ready for our next page.
In the Gluco Group, we have Kedril, Justin MDP, Xenocat 82, 35, 43, and Aaron Castro 86.
In the Chocobo Group, we have Lockgo Live, McBain, Luff, and Sudbud.
In the Doom Train Group, we have Gambit 017, Pancrats, Botwin, and Pancrats, excuse me.
And in the Gilgamesh Group, we have Beer Nerd, Zyrak, Stone Dingley, and Dathis.
Gilgamesh, let us all fight to the best of our abilities and have a great duel, because let's be honest, this is another page of great runners. There's been Gambit definitely went and did a lot of work in the Fabul Gauntlet. Kedril going there as well. Lockgo Live was, as I said, it was his, to my knowledge, his first tournament with us in the Fabul Gauntlet, and made a very deep push. Luff is a name that I remember because I believe they helped out with the French restring of this. Beer Nerd was a Dusty, how do you feel about Beer Nerd?
I think they did pretty good in that Fabul Gauntlet. They, from what I remember, anyways. Pancrats, another one to really look out for here. As someone who plays a decent amount of async races, Pancrats has been doing so much work there, so he's going to be they're going to be someone to really look out for.
Yeah, those the Ace races are definitely a great training ground for a lot of our players. I remember going in, I was in Threemus Zone 2 being one of the up and coming from that, just by doing a lot of those asyncs. So this is something we're excited to go and see more of.
Absolutely. Yeah, Zodiac, another one who's been around a while, played multiple tournaments, and can come in and do some work here too. So honestly, every page of these groups are going to be exciting.
I can't disagree with that sentiment. I think we're also ready for the next one. In the Golem Group, we have Antidale, Smapty, Forsyth, and Ike here.
In the Ifrit Group, we have Pizza, Frankie Bones, Peasants, and Couch.
In the Lakshmi Group, we have Poidrak, Posthomorphus, Aliceal, and Vampstar 87.
In the Leviathan Group, we have Left-Footed Sultan, Dark Cobalt, Flanders, and Simbu.
All these very exciting names. I am, the Ifrit Group is looking especially hot to me with, Peasants OMFG, Pizza 34, and Couch 23, all being names I remember from past tournaments.
Yeah, a lot to be excited about on this page. Pretty excited about the FE admin grudge match in the Golem Group going on right now with between Annandale and Smapty. Can't wait to see that play out.
I imagine you're going to be hard up to go and find a more brute force pair.
Yeah, and that Leviathan Group, honestly, watch out for that one. Dark Cobalt's just done a whole lot of work before, and Simbu, I don't know if there's any introduction needed there, but Simbu, obviously a master of the game, understands the mechanics better than most. We'll put it that way. But yeah, that's really something to really be excited about.
Agreed. I for one am looking forward to seeing all of these groups that I'm thankfully not in. But speaking of groups, let's see if we can go get a few more up on the screen. We have the Mega Sisters group. We have Commander Leonhardt, Borin Soren, Penguinator, and Baka Shinobi.
In the Mist Dragon group, we have Scratch Dragon, Magius, Min the Mage, and Nadoto.
In the Odin group, we have Knight 214, Nitsky 1, Harumph, and Jiva 0.
And in the Phoenix group, we have Sheep Launcher, Dragus Cloud, Imperial Dragon, and Chaos Shades.
Okay, so now I was going saying about there's a bunch of groups I'm glad I'm not in. Can I go and take that back? Because I'm afraid of my group right now.
I was going to say, the Mega Sisters and Odin group on the screen right now, both of those are, yeah. Good luck to everyone. It's going to be a great groups. Yeah, this is obviously Baka Shinobi. It needs no introduction. And between Baka and Penguin in the same group, wow. That's going to be some really hype matches. Odin Group having Night Dew and Jeebus in it. And Nitz guy's played multiple tournaments before. And this isn't his first time at the wheel. So it's going to be really cool to see Nitzy play some matches. So, yeah, a lot to be excited for on the screen.
I agree. There is definitely a lot to see. Phoenix also has Dragon's Cloud and Chaos Hades, both I remember them from the Football Gauntlet as well, so
yeah.
And Imperial Dragon as well. There's a lot to be excited
Absolutely.
for.
And Scratch Dragon has played, and again, multiple tournaments. I believe has even represented the game at RPG Limit Break, among other things. Scratch Dragon, is someone who can come in and really, make a big. He could, take it all. Who knows? There's a lot of people in here that could do that, honestly, and it's really, really interesting groups here.
Indeed. Let's see if we can get our next set up. In Group Ramu, we have Gaming with a Wraith, Rexroll, Pixel Tamer, and Neon Gray.
In Group Ravana, we have No Dumping, Starman Random, Chokosora, and Microcorks.
And in Group Shiva, we have Dia, King Potato, Super Piccolo, and Tybalt.
And in Group Shote, we have Euphoric Lemon, PK, Berserk Badger, and Sathras.
Another interesting set of groups. Dia is one of those names that you see and you're always a little afraid of because she's another one who made a big splash in the Hopen and in the Gauntlet.
Really made a name for themselves in the Gauntlet. Ravana group is Chokosura and Starman are both, been playing the game for a while, put up fantastic times consistently. It's going to be really interesting to see how that group pans out.
Yeah, and Shote has PK4787, who is no slouch from the Fabul Gauntlet, as we saw in their match.
Not at all, yeah, absolutely.
And Ramu, Gaming with the Wraith, has definitely been around for a while. Neon Gray has been part of this. Rexroll is well known on our commentary team. And Pixel Tamer, they've all people who have been around for some time and have been playing consistently, so we're going to see a number of interesting matches there.
A whole lot to watch out for, yeah. I think we're good to move on to our next page.
In Group Siren, we have Slippery 42, Cassidy Moen, Gundam Pilot Spaz, and Ground Flyer.
In Group Sildra, we have Dusty Griff, Revenant Fate, Classy Badger, and Lord Babri.
In the Sylph Group, we have LQ Flurry 14, Bill Boddix, Jay Brunter, and Judge Infidious, excuse me.
In Group Titan, we have Moon Blazewolf, PMA Kefal, Conquerors, and 5X.
I see that Soldier's going to go and have some fun times against that World Series of Free Enterprise champion Dusty Griff.
I heard that guy wiped Zerimus 4 times in a row today. So, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in any scene.
Sounds like that guy's gearing himself up to go in for some really level teams. So you better be ready to go win as well, is what I'm hearing.
We also have Flurry on the board here. Flurry done a lot of work in the FE community, as well as obviously has done a ton of racing, knows the game so well.
Indeed, and Moonblaze Wolf is definitely no slouch either, being
not at all. Yeah, made a really good push in the Gauntlet.
Good push in the Gauntlet. Definitely was in the top 32 of last year's Threemus Zone, and definitely a name to go and keep an eye on. We also have Slippery 42, who made a strong push in the Fubul Gauntlet. And I believe Cassie Moen also made their start in the Fubul Gauntlet. Didn't get to the brackets round, but definitely made a solid push. So
absolutely,
how much further they're going to get.
And some newer names here, so it's going to be exciting to see what they do as well. Because, like we said, it's just because some people have played in multiple tournaments, doesn't mean they're going to win. There's lots at stake here. So
exactly, it's always nice to see what new people are going to go and show up and surprise us. And with that, I believe we're ready for the next set of groups. In Group Toneberry, we have Rumblefish82, Mechalink, Medic McNasty, and Karant. there's a small technical issue that we're getting to resolve shortly. In the meantime, but it's been so far such a very fun and interesting set of groups. I imagine we're all eager to get started. That is something what we be able to start doing after all groups are revealed. As
The interesting thing about this one is, I mean, this is the most, I believe this is the most registered people we've had in a tournament thus far. So it's just a ton of groups, which is amazing because it just means there's going to be so much hype FE to watch for the next while.
and Skull is taking care of our technical issues, so we'll be resuming shortly.
All right, in the Tri-Talk group, we have Twisted Flax, Vitasia, Pirelli, and Golden Hades.
And in the Ultimate group, we have Leggy Starscream, Bahamut X, Frostbite 3030, and Jenny Castrife.
And in the Alexander group, we have... Oh! Looks like... Came back to the Alexander group by accident there. In the Valfor group, there we go. We have Coffee and Chocobos, Crimson Avix, Kinda Nerdy Housewife, and Marty 56.
Another set of names that some have been here for a long time, and some are still new to me. Coffee and Chocobos, I believe, is making a big splash for themselves in a lot of these current races.
Absolutely, yeah. Has been doing a whole lot of work, a lot of practice, and can, put in great times on bad seeds a lot of the time. So, that's a lot of times when a racer is really good, they can put in great times on a seed that you shouldn't be able to put a great time in on. Some other hype people here, Mechalink has been playing for a while, has done really well in other tournaments.
Yeah, Matizia has been another long member of the community and is part of our great commentary team as well, which is something that if you want to go and join up and help with commentary and restreaming and whatnot, we have the normal restream volunteer form open for anyone at any time. Plug for helping out.
Absolutely.
We have Bahamut X as well, who I believe is being featured or has recently been featured in a marathon. So we're always happy to see lots of representation for free enterprise out in the different marathons in the gaming space, and happy to see people here coming back to play more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're good to move on to the next one.
And for our final group, we have Group Zodiac with Trevlin, Silverfire, Ostradwin, and Bacon Pie. These are, I've seen some of these people around. I haven't played many of them. Silverfire is the one I'm most familiar with, but I've also been a bit out of this. Dusty, how are you on these Group Zodiac?
Silverfire is definitely a really, really great player. It's going to be one to watch out for in that group. Less familiar with the other names, but that doesn't mean that they can't come out with wins and do some work in this group. It's going to be really interesting to watch. And that's all of our groups. 29 groups, 116 racers.
There is 117 people registered. That is because Invenerable, the winner of the Fool Gauntlet, has chosen to use their buy to bypass this stage and go straight to the table group. So, while we're duking it out here, fighting for a chance at the table, Inven's just sitting there laughing it up.
Yeah, absolutely. How hyped do you feel about your group, Baka?
I feel like I am entirely underprepared and going to get very well schooled on all the things I'm doing wrong. How are you feeling about your group?
I'm feeling okay, but Free Enterprise does a good job of humbling you at times, and so there, you can be the best player in the world and still have a horrible seed any day. So, I think it's going to be interesting. I've been really enjoying these group flag seeds, so I'm really interested to keep playing them and play them competitively on the group stage here. So I'm really excited to get this going.
Yeah, we have some interesting changes compared to the football gauntlet, so I'm curious to see how all of these things shake out, and I am very excited to go and see what comes out of this. We had a lot of exciting stuff come out of the football gauntlet, out of Threemus Zone 2. I am very excited to see what comes out of this tournament.
Absolutely. Same here.
And hey, I'm going to be on the mic. I know I put the no mic, but then I decided, you know what? No, I will get on the mic because I have that power. Hi, everyone. We have one last little thing. So what's going to be happening now on Discord is you are currently all being sorted into your groups. At the start of every group, there is going to be a wonderful checklist that the mods have made for you. So, and I'm going to say it like a shorthand version that right now. So these are your reminders of things that we need y'all to do. Big thing to do. Have your 15-minute stream delay set up. For our tournament play, we use a 15-minute delay. This is mainly to make sure that all the play is fair, to reduce the chances of there being any foul play. One thing that you could do if you would like to help out our restream team when you are being restreamed, consider making yourself a racing scene collection. So that's the thing with, say, no mic, no alerts, only game sound, and with a very plain layout with, say, just your gameplay, timer, and tracker. It will make the lives of our restreamers a lot easier. We also do recommend that you have local recording turned on for all of your races. And there will be instructions in your group rooms about how to turn on local recording and also how to turn on VOD saving automatically on Twitch. Also, we have a rule that you must all have emote only in your Twitch chats when you are racing. You can use /emote only in your Twitch chat to set that, or you can use the little chat options cog by the chat button.
And just to step in, Scala,
yes.
We are serious about the emote only
Yes.
mode, please. You will lose your race if we find that you did not turn on emote only. We're going to be real straight up about that right now. There's not going to be questions about it. Toggle it on. We gave you the instructions. Please take care of it.
Yes, this is why we're giving you the instructions now. You will see it in all of your group rooms as well. Get your matches scheduled. There will be a link inside every group room for where you can go to schedule your matches. Another extra thing that you can do that is super great for our restream team is to register your pronouns with our pronoun bot. There's a whole explanation about how you can do that down in our Discord. Again, this also makes stuff really, really helpful for all of us. And finally, last, but certainly not least, everyone, please play fair, have good luck, and please have fun.
All very important things to do. And for an extra tip, if you go and get proficient with OBS, you can go and set up different profiles to just automatically have all of your 15-minute delay things set up for you. So you can do that, so you don't have to worry about fiddling it back and forth. You can set up a 15-minute delay profile and your own normal streaming profile.
Yes. All very good. Yeah, 900 seconds. Don't worry, like I said, there will be lots of information in your group rooms about how to do the things, because that's what we want you to do. We want you to do the things, and we want everyone to have fun. So, thank you all so much for coming in, tuning in, and I think, though, the most important thing of all to remember is that
All right, well, races are starting this week. I actually already see some activity in the scheduling rooms. So, of course, thank you to Baka Shinobi and Dusty Griff for the introductions to all of the runners, including Invenerable, who is sitting on his throne, watching, waiting for 31 other runners to join him in the round of 32. But people are getting scheduled. Races will be starting this week. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to a member of the Workshop Helper team on the Discord. Keep an eye out on the Free Enterprise Twitter, the Free Enterprise Discord, and the runners will have the scheduling link, so we will have all of that set up for you as well, so that you can keep track of everything that's happening for the next roughly 3.5 months of races, everybody. So keep on coming out and keep on supporting Free Enterprise. And we are going to go head over and raid one of our newer community members, Martin Broadcloak, who is playing Free Enterprise. So let's go over and show them some love.
Sounds great. Have a great evening, everyone.
See you, everyone.